Alright, Judges 13. Israel did evil again and served the Philistines for 40 years. There was a man whose wife was barren. The angel said unto her, I circled verse 4. 5 says, Thou shalt conceive a Nazarite. He shall deliver out of hand of the Philistines Israel. I circled verse 22 and 24 says, And the woman bare Samson. Samson saw a woman of the Philistines. Samson said, She pleaseth me well to his parents. A young lion roared against him. He rent him and talked with the woman. He turned aside to see the carcass of the lion, and there was honey. A riddle declared to me within 7 days, he said to these strangers, and now I will give you 30 sheets and 30 changes of garments. Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. They said to Samson's wife, Entice thy husband, lest we burn thee in thy father's house. And she said to Samson, Thou dost hate me, and hast not told it to me. He told her, and she told the riddle to her people. If ye had not punished my hyper, said Samson to the strangers, ye had not found out my riddle. He went to Ashkelon, slew 30 men, and took their spoil. Samson visited his wife. Her father said, I give her to thy companion. Verse 3 I circled, and 4 says, Samson caught 300 foxes and put firebrand in between the midst, and burned up the corn with the vineyards. Philistines burnt her and her father. Philistines went up to bind Samson, and Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done. 12 circled. 13 says, They spake, and surely we will not kill thee. The Philistines shouted against him, and the courts became as flax that was burnt. And he found a new jawbone, and slew 1,000 men. He was sore athirst, and God clave in the jaw water. And I circle verse 20. Samson is come hither, we shall kill him. And then verse 3 in chapter 16 says, And Samson at midnight took the gate of the city, and went away with them. He loved Delilah. Philistines said unto her, See wherein his great strength lieth. He will give every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. Delilah said to Samson, Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy strength lieth. And Samson said unto her, If they bind me with 7 green withs, and so the Philistines were upon him, and she said to Samson, The Philistines be upon thee. Delilah said, Thou hast mocked me. He said, If they bind me fast with new ropes, then I'll be weak as another man. If you weave my head with web. And then she vexed him unto death, and he told with all her heart, There has not come a razor upon my head. Delilah said, Come up this at once, for he has shown me with all of his heart his weakness. She made him sleep on her knees to shave his head. And the Philistines put out his eyes, and brought him down to prison, and the hair began to grow again. I circle verse 23. 25 says, Samson made them sport in between the pillars. 27 I circled. 28 says, Samson called, O Lord, strengthen me this once. And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars, and said, Let me die with the Philistines. And the dead which he slew at his death were more than they which he slew in his life. There's nothing in 17 or 18. There is no want of anything in chapter 19. Means, how do they say, we don't care. And then there was a deed that was quite rare, and it says, Unto this day, consider, take advice, and speak your minds. This means how to share news that's weird. Alright, in chapter 20, I circle 25 and 26. And 28 says, Phinehas said, Let's go up to the battle against Benjamin. The Lord said, Go. I circle verse 46. Chapter 20, 46. 21, verse 1 I circled. And 6, it says, There's one tribe come off from Israel this day, and that's Benjamin. Benjamin lied in wait and caught every man his wife. Circle 23. Alright.